Now we'll take up medicinal chemistry. That what do we mean by medicinal chemistry? See, medicinal chemistry deals with that how the drug is being designed or how it is being synthesized. So the designing and the synthesis of drugs actually totally depend upon how these medicines or drugs are going to work in a body. So that means medicinal chemistry is actually you can say deals with that how the drug to be designed and how the drug synthesis can be carried out, and it is totally dependent on that what kind of work or how it is going to perform work in the body, right. So this is what is a medicinal chemistry. So our you can say focus is that what is the target of the drugs, that how drug is going to like what are the targets and how the drug target interaction takes place. So the first thing we are going to discuss about is that what can be the targets of the drugs, that how it performs its function. So see, the macromolecules like proteins, carbohydrates, nucleic acids, lipids, they are all present in the body as they are performing different functions. So these the targets of the drugs can be different, like for example, it can be enzymes, it can be receptors, it can be carrier proteins, it can be nucleic acids, it can be lipid and carbohydrates. So we are going to discuss that what can be the targets and how it is going to interact. But before we study about that, how it interacts the enzyme, how the drug interacts with receptor, how with carrier proteins or other targets, we should actually know about that what are these targets actually. So starting with the enzymes. So what are enzymes? Enzymes are present in a body. So basically they are proteins, and like they are present in a body because they act as a biocatalyst. They actually catalyze different chemical reactions, that is they help the reactions to occur and also they speed up the chemical reaction. Second target can be receptors. What are receptors? Receptors are again the proteins, and what are like they are what function they are performing in the body. They are actually crucial to the communication system of the body. That means it helps in the communication as they are sensitive to different stimulus. So these are what is the receptors. Third, we have the carrier proteins. These carrier proteins actually are eligible in carrying the polar molecules across the cell membrane. That means like you have a cell membrane. So these proteins are here, they can actually pass the things in and out from the cell. So they are actually helpful in passing the things or polar molecules along the cell membrane. Next we have the nucleic acids. You know that nucleic acids are very important like DNA, RNA, as they have the coded genetic information of the cell. They are actually brain of the cell, as they are actually controlling all the things which are happening in the cell. So nucleic acids again can be a target of drug. Lipids and proteins can be the target, and where the lipids and proteins are basically present, they are present in a cell membrane. They are actually forming the cell structure of the cell membrane, as the cell membrane is the one which will allow the passage of substances in or out from the cell. So the lipid and carbohydrate again is a very important, as they are forming the structural part of the cell membrane. So these can be targets of the drug. So now we are going to study one by one that how the drug interact with the enzyme, how the drug can interact with the receptors or carrier proteins, nucleic acids, that how it can actually you can say show its effect with the help of enzymes, with the help of receptors and all. Right. So now we are going to study as you know about these things in general, that what are these things actually. So now we are going to study that how the drug interact with their targets.